Okay, we're back with another episode here. Um, well, I've been making these videos shorter. I was just testing out the waters. Uh, and also updating the channels, all four of them. There's four channels I focus on. And the tech channel is one of them. You got a little bit more history if you look in the description for the channel. It tells you a little bit more of my background and stuff like that. um, there's something going on with the T-Mobile and Nextdoor. That's another platform. There's a lot of people that live in this area talking about. I should go down there and talk to them and see what's going on. They're noticing that the T-Mobile service is interrupted. So I didn't know when I was making the video that when I was making the video that I had to move the unit from one side because there's nothing up here in North. When I hooked up T-Mobile last November, 2024, that must have been around December, because we got the phones in November of last year. I noticed our bill is weird too. You know, the bill, the GF found out they were charging her for, even though she got the unit up there in the attic, they're still charging her for Paramount Plus and Hulu separately. There's no discount. She's paying full price. But I'm paying. I have that already. I told her, get rid of that. I already have that. So she can go into the T Life and take all that stuff out. I'm charging a lot of money. Something happened with our account where we're supposed to get $250 down. It's still getting $200 only. So I don't know what's going on there. She really should check into that. As for upgrading to G5A4, I'll put a hold on that because I want to try something with the G4AR and the ports in the back. Well, underneath there's ports. You know, you have the little connections. Those connections look similar to what I have on my the computer I built for a NAS. How's that working out? Oh, working out okay. I try to remote into it. Holy, that goes a freeze up. I'll have to figure that one out. That computer, even though it's a computer, it's working as a server. You have to go on the PowerShell to change the settings from a regular workstation to a server. Yeah, then it works like a server. And then you have to share out the drives through PowerShell. I have the commands. I'm going to save them. So it works. You have to share out the drive. You have to share out the way you want it to be shared. It works just like it. And it goes right in. And then in these computers here, I can just go. And the name that I have shared, I hit it in the quick menu. So it shows them the quick menu. I click on it. Boom. Go right in there. It's fast. There's no waiting. There's no delay. And that's on Wi-Fi. That's running on fiber. I changed out the NIC card in the other machine too, and they're all running the same thing. The AX 201, I think it is called. No problem. I like to change I have a rubber. We call it a rubber ducky. That's what it's called. A rubber ducky is a black antenna hooked up, like with the wireless system. But I see that the 5G, the 4G, they have wireless duckies too, but the connectors are different. Yeah. But those connectors, you can put wireless duckies on your G4AR if you get that box. But you have to get you might have to get a extension bracket on that, because remember they're rubber duckies, so they're gonna be like this. So it'll be like this, and you have to plug them upside down, so that they'll be tilted. If you're gonna have to get an angle to flip them up, because you gotta remember that G4AR, the antennas are 4 antennas in there, and they are wired. but they're amplified. They're wired. It's wired in. That's why some online they tell you can just take a solder gun and take them off, and then put that other line on it, and then you can hook up antennas to it. But see, that model, the G4AR, already has it, so you don't have to do that. But in the G5AR, you have to do that. And that's the problem. They took away that feature, made it less expensive. But you can get a router modem with the SIM card feature. Just put the SIM card into it and do it that way. It might be costly. TP-Link made one. I don't know if they still make any like that. And we don't even know how fast it is. But what they use for the G4A4 is using the Meritech modem processor chip. It's supposed to get 2.5 down and 300 up. That's what it says in the specs. Don't know if that's true or not. I ordered some stuff. It's coming tomorrow, Friday. So when I get it, I'll do another video. It depends on the weather outside. It was really cold when I shot the video showing the antenna system. And then I went inside and I showed the T-Mobile. That T-Mobile box can go in the patio. I have a patio. You just have to enclose that thing. If you use external antennas and just get the signal. Now, I have a software. It's called OpenSignal. All right, Signal. It's open source. You can install that on Android, and that will allow you to find out where the tower is. And it's pointing this way. There's no tower there. I don't know, unless there's a relay. There's something going on. So next door people, they were saying that they tore down the old theater, and they tore down the cell tower. I don't know if it's true. I'd have to go for myself to see. That's terrible. The old theater was, well, nobody's going to the theater anymore since the pandemic. Nobody wants to go. And then plus the prices back then, before the pandemic, they were charging a lot to see a movie. So people thought, and then when the virus came in, then nobody went to into there. So we go to, been to Dave and Buster's. There's one here, it's far away, and then the other one, when we traveled, we try to go there. Did we go there this time? I don't think we went. No, we didn't go there this time. Oh. We couldn't make it. Gee, that's terrible. Oh, well. Can't be helped. You end up spending a lot of money there. You have to get a card and you play. We have another place like that here. It's a little different. But Dave and Buster is bigger. I don't know which one is bigger. The one that's here is bigger than the one in the other state. Yeah. I've been up all night making videos and fixing my channels. It's a lot of work. Yeah. And those of you doing content creators, see what I did. One thing on my tech channel, I can't get the For You to display. I removed it. I really don't need that. Remember, the channel is small, even though we have a lot of videos, it's just trying to get it out there. This will go more than 8 minutes. Not that long. I don't want to. I don't want to make the videos too long. I want to keep you interested. That's the whole thing. Okay. Now, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. When you subscribe, you're helping the channel and me grow. Okay. Until they get rid of the subscription and just base it on the channel views, which would be great because then that's better. And yes, those who are higher up than all of us, they would benefit too, because it should show how many people have come to the channel and how many people have viewed the videos. How many people come to the channel. It's greater than the subscription. But that's something they need to figure out. I'm doing a lot of research in that. That's a lot. And everybody has ideas how the channel should be set up, and everybody has ideas, and everybody those ideas are working for them, and everybody's, getting you confused. So you gotta be careful. And some channels are gone now. You gotta be careful what you say. You gotta be careful what you say. Don't promise anything. And don't, you gotta be careful what you say. Yeah. Be honest. Don't trick anybody. I never trick anybody. I tell it like it is. Just be honest. Build your channel honestly. Don't play any games and stuff like that. I might say play games, but just be honest. Cause they're cracking down the whip on that. Yeah. As for category, what category to put in? Well, science and technology. I mean, you could throw your channel into entertainment. You have to see how the channel does. Does it do better in entertainment? Certain channels go into entertainment, and certain channels don't. I got 4 channels. Nearly, I think, 2 of them don't go into entertainment, and the other 2 do. Yeah. There's a reason for that. Well, it should be based. They're still missing some categories because YouTube is old. It's been around a long time. I got the YouTube mixed up with Yahoo because Yahoo, when I got on Yahoo, it was established in '94. I came on in '95 through AOL. Did on the beta test. They had a FTP, file transfer protocol administrator. So it was only like 10 of us on the team. Our goal was to test out new features. When they get on the internet, the first browser, Netscape. Ooh. But on the internet, there's nothing like it is today. Nothing like it is today. Yeah. There was no Google. There was nothing. It was only Asta Vista and a couple other things on there. That's about it. And everything was black. There's no fancy graphics or anything. So, but it was interesting. So AOL, which was America Online, wanted to get on the internet because it was a proprietary system, which is basically meaning it was like Prodigy. A lot of if you come from those, I came from those days. Prodigy. Oops! What the heck? Oh, so they got launched. Oh, gee whiz. It's hard to get it on launch. Make sure I can cancel it. Oh boy. Now I have Cakewalk on here. I should remove it. That was like a DAW. I pressed it by accident. I need to take it off. What else I want to say? I'm a little disappointed with T-Mobile because I was getting high speeds last year. And now that's why I moved it from the attic. I went into the attic. It was a nightmare to get up there. And then I get up to the attic, light was on all this time. Oh boy. Disconnect. Turn that off. I moved it in the utility room. The signal goes from good to very good. I would like to see it go higher, but to go higher, I'm gonna try something. We'll see what works, and if it works, I'll let you know. That's all I can do. That I've been looking into the waveform. I'm not promoting them. The quad antenna and their mini. If somebody took that apart, I'm glad he took it apart because it showed what I said. What is in the box? There's no circuits. They're passive antennas. Passive antenna. There's no amplification on it. The amplification is coming from like the T-Mobile. That's amplifying the wires inside that gives you what you got. But the problem is with that, I put the T-Mobile in the patio outside. I was gonna run it out there. I got very good. But I have to figure out what the heck. It's not omnidirectional in there. That means it doesn't have antennas in the front, the back, and the side. It only has a one spot in the back, which is technically the back, basically. Or, well, that's what it came out to be for me. Wireless working. Somebody mentioned that the tech told them that if they use the mesh, right? Let me see. Yeah, you can disconnect the wire. I tried that, but I never plugged it in when I did that. It was sitting in the box the whole time down here with the TP-Link one. This is this PoE. PoE is power over Ethernet, so it just one cable goes into here. As I was trying to explain with this. That up there has two, LAN port 1, LAN port 2, where you can plug something in there. Or you can use it so that with the mesh, I took a chance, I plugged it in. Let's see if it turned on and connect. It connected without being plugged into the main system, which is good for me because less wire. It's not the power to deal with. You have to cut a hole or put a socket up there and plug it in. But then you have electrical interference. Now, see, that is not hooked up to a power conditioner. I'd have to put it to the nearest power conditioner. That would be in the living room next to the TV. You would have to go above the TV and plug into the power conditioner, so the connection would be clean. You want the power conditioner, but because it would have no static. That's mostly used in studio. When you do studio equipment, like your DAW, you should have a power conditioner when you do music and stuff, because you don't have that static, backfill, But you can use it with all your equipment, your audio equipment, your computer equipment, your networking equipment. You should have it on there. It helps a lot. Yeah. What else am I going to say? Got another one of these clamps. It's in the box. Well, that's what I have. There's no tripod here. I have a clamp. I can take that clamp with me anywhere. Outside, I use this and hooked it up to the Nikon. Now, the only thing with the Nikon, I can't find it, is the muff for the wind. So they use hair or synthetic hair, whatever they use, and it's supposed to keep it from making that wind noise stuff. Can't find it, so I don't order another one. And I put everything now in all the cameras. Gee whiz, why is this so heavy? Oh, okay, I know why. I put everything in the cases. So I put the Nikon in here, and I put the ZV-1F in here. They have their own case. This case is made for the ZV-1F. I was surprised. This one is not made for the ZV-1F. This is made more for the Nikon. So. Anything electronic wise yet? What I got? No. All I can get off the Vine is what do you call this again? Lights. You said, gee, don't you have 6? Well, I have 6 of those bulbs. Got 1, 2 here, 3. That's 3 and 3. There's 6 bulbs in here. Because you want to simulate the sunlight. And right now I don't have these bulbs on. You can see that the Z30 can still give you an image quality. This light behind me, there's light back here. Yeah, so it looks like it's lit. It's pretty interesting how that works. Yeah, I think it's one. I don't know if the shoot's on. No, I don't have the shoot on. I can put that on. Yeah, this is his backdrop. There's backdrops for every little thing, but sometimes it's better to go outside. Now, you saw the way I have my antennas, dual antennas. Dual antennas gives you 5.1 Dolby surround. They were supposed to come out with Dolby 7.1 and 4K. But a lot of these TV sets you have today, they're made 2024, 2025. I don't know. I don't think they have the next generation of the tuner that you need to pick up what they're going with. Oh my goodness, my eyes are killing me. But right now, I can switch to the TCL and go right onto the TV antenna, and I get the pictures come clear. Now, I did show you that one of the connections. I forgot to get that fixed. I have to replace that. And I guess the heat messed that up and pop it. I'll have to go up there and see what's going on there. And then try to put something on there to keep it from doing that again. So remember, I have a drop amp distributor amplifier, 8-way. So you hook up 8 TVs to that. Kitchen TV, patio TV, that's 2. The bedrooms would be 3 more, that's 5. The living room would be 6, and that's a lot of TVs. But no matter what you're watching, it never degrades. It's better than what the cable. You have to have that. You can't rely just on the antenna and the amplifiers, and the 2 antennas go into one. One's pointing north, one's pointing south. I built that back in when I did it, late 21 or 2012. It was pretty expensive. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the thumbs button, comment, share. Share is a new one for me. Sounds like something else, but it's all work. I got my Apple computer up and running. There's no updates for that. We got the laptop up and running, and we got the desktop up and running. No, I don't have anything else. Nothing else new. Well, we have the access point here. I'm going to have to use that. That's one thing that I want to say. The AT&T fiber, without all those interference here, without the T-Mobile in the attic, and without all this interference, and do I need the mesh? Can I just run the T-Mobile without the mesh? That's a good question. I have to try it again because I'm getting. You're supposed to get. I was getting negative 20 dBm. That's pretty good. And negative 35 on the fiber, but the fiber, I don't know. It could be the mesh causing the problem. I'll have to test it out. Let's see how it works. And I gotta figure out where the nearest T-Mobile cell tower is. It says there's one up down the street. Oops. Camera rings are coming off my fingers. I don't know. Hey, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.